Good morning. Good to see you today. This is a tarot reading, the cat's paw reading for Terraform subscriber contest winner. Thank you for being a supporter of the Terraform for Tarot Tea and me. I appreciate it very much. So today I have the Tarot of Pagan Cats at the ready. We'll get our incense lit. Come here, you. There we go. This is a vanilla scented incense. There we go. So, the reading today, you wanted me to focus on your desire to transition to your main area of employment, and you're open to any words, feelings from guides, spirits. So if I see anything like that, I will certainly let you know. All right. Focus on transitions, your employment. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit off. These allergies, the spring allergies are a hot mess. And I'm trying to survive them as best as I can. I'm doing what I can. So this spread, I think this spread will be very useful in your question for transitions into your main area of employment. It'll cover you, your blockages, past influences, upcoming future advice, and the outcome should you take that advice. It's been a little while since I've gotten to really use this deck. This is one of my favorite decks. I have like 3 different versions of it. All right, do our cut. This card represents you. That's your blockage. Interesting. Past. Future. Oops, let's scoot these guys down. Advice and outcome. So I tend to read these cards more intuitively rather than strict by the book meanings. And because this specific deck has no titles, it has numbers and stuff, but it has no titles. It makes it a little bit easier to really get into the scenery and the feeling of the intuitive meanings in here. Make sure everything's on screen here. Perfection. All right. So you are represented by this 2 of Wands here. This cat is out here peeking out into the vast unknown. What lies beyond this wall? What's out there? I almost get the feeling there's going to be a couple of choices related to your when you get an offer, or as you tackle this challenge here, that you're going to have a couple of choices on what to do. So you have to look out and figure out what is going to be the best course of action. This is kind of new territory. You've been back here longing for it, but it's going to take you a moment to consider, all right, what are your best options? You are being blocked here. And this almost gives me the feeling that there might be some additional training involved. For my intuition, read these as like books and knowledge and, you know, stuff that you need to sort out before you can continue. That was my initial intuitive reaction, that there's going to be some, knowledge gaining, studying, all of that involved. So you might already be on the path of this, obviously, because this is your desire, this is your main employment, but perhaps there's more that you need to be researching. I would think outside the box. I mean, he's not in the box, he's outside the box. He's already he's gaining all this knowledge, he's learning, but I like that he's looking towards the future here. But this is your blockage, so make sure you're gathering all your resources, all of your pentacles, swords, cups, and wands, everything that you can get your hands on. Perhaps even talk to those, if you haven't talked to those in that your chosen field, get their advice, because the advice of others that have been there can be very important. Even if you don't really use it, it's still valuable. Knowledge is valuable no matter what it is. And I like this tie-in. Look at these colors on these. That's interesting. So your past influences on this are some of the wisdom that you've gained, that you've made choices before. You feel you're secure enough to make these choices. And perhaps that, you have this longing, you have this desire, and you feel that you're prepared. You can still do more preparation, but you feel mostly secure that you can tackle this, that once you've been through this before. Have you been in this path before? Have you managed to get into this employment and something happened? Or you were so close and it kind of eluded you, perhaps? But you're just about ready here. I see a lot of progression in these cards, pretty much. Well, it's not so much progression. I mean, there's a lot of, this one's fast, this one's quick, but there's also a lot of stillness too. There's a lot of deciding, there's a lot of learning, there's a lot of, we're not quite taking the action yet, but we're going to be going. We're going to be trying to take that action. Are you afraid to move forward? Is it a little bit scary to make change? Yeah, probably. Changes are always kind of scary. 4 is the future, upcoming future. So this cat has caught the prey. A lot of the cats look on. This cat has succeeded in his goal. This cat has gotten the attention of those around him. So I see in the future that you're going to get the position, you're going to get the job that you like, and you're going to do a good job of it too, and everyone's going to be rooting you on. Your co-workers, what's the other word? Not co-workers, there's another word on the tip of my tongue. Colleagues. Your colleagues are going to be impressed with you because you've done some good work. Excuse me, get a sip of water. Yeah, I see a lot of success in this card in the future. Right now is more stillness, but the future is swift. The future is secure. That's so cool. That's a cool progression. I'm sorry. So the advice, and look at this. We've got the 3 of Wands, which is funny because the 2 of Wands was there. You're the 2 of Wands, but the advice to you is become the 3 of Wands. And this cat has gotten past the gates. This cat has gotten further. There's still a lot more he needs to do. He's looking out at those boats. Those boats are going further on. Where do those boats go? What further action can he take to secure this position? I like how the colors of the sky, I feel like as a new dawn. So I'm thinking, get out of your comfort zone, get past these, do your learning, get past these walls, and then go forth and explore new things. So it might be something that you are uncertain of, that perhaps it's a little bit out of your comfort zone, but I feel like it's gonna make a big difference. And I do hear, I feel like your guides are screaming at you to go, just make the leap, make the jump. There's a blockage that you need to overcome. And it might just be getting out of your comfort zone. Try something different. Don't let those boats go on without you. Those boats are going off into the distance. And that's where you want to be. You want to be off doing the things. Don't miss your ride. And the result of that is emotional fulfillment. So it might be scary at first to take that first step. I mean, the water is kind of scary for a cat anyways. Depends on the cat, but the water is big. And it's not the ocean. That looks like it's just a river. But still, a river is a lot of water. That's a lot. The journey can be tricky, but I sense a lot of emotional fulfillment should you take those steps, gain all that knowledge, talk to colleagues, grab advice, grab all of your resources that you can. Use your past experiences and any higher knowledge, your spiritual feelings, bring that into your line of work, because you're going to be the successful cat in the future, and you're going to feel so good. You're going to be so happy. You're going to be in a really good place if you just follow all this. So I do welcome any questions on this spread. I will take a nice picture of this for you as well, so that you have it for reference, and I'll put this down there so you can see all of the cards. And just a quick refresher: you, blockage, past, future, advice, and outcome. So thank you again for your support of the forum. I hope this reading has given you something to nibble on, give you some things to think about. And so I'm always happy to clarify, or we can even dig into these cards a bit more in our chat. So yeah, just let me know. Bye.